Hey guys, how's it going? Josh here, and today I thought we'd talk about the Black Order. So the Black Order was revealed to us at D23 to be confirmed to appear in Avengers Infinity War. There was a lot of speculation before then, and now we actually have confirmation, which is really cool. Now, the way they're going about the Black Order is slightly different from the comics. In the comics, it's just kind of a group of assassins Thanos has gathered with him. But in this movie, it's more so of Thanos' adopted children, who are all trained to be assassins in their own right and deadly in their own right. So I'm wondering, are they going to twist? I've heard rumors of it, but I haven't seen any confirmation. But maybe Gamora and Nebula will be retconned in their histories to be not relatively I should say, but they'll be members of the Black Order previously. I could definitely see Gamora in that realm. I don't think Nebula would really work in that realm just because it seems like out of the sisters, Nebula wasn't as good as Gamora. At least not as good as Gamora in regards to fighting and killing. So I definitely would see Gamora maybe being a member of the Black Order in the past before she obviously left Thanos. Very interesting. So the members we have in the movie is actually slightly different than the members we had in the comics. The reason I say that is because the members in the movie is one short, which is Supergiant. So Supergiant actually is unfortunately the odd person out. Basically, she's a telepath. Also why I think she was left off, because really it's kind of hard in the MCU to do telepathy. A telepathic kind of parasite. She'll read your mind, she'll control your mind, she'll steal your memories. Like, it's kind of crazy, and it's definitely something that the MCU has not explored yet, so I can see why they haven't basically delved into that. Moving on to our next member, we have Black Dwarf, who is my visually favorite member. Now, Black Dwarf in the comics, I don't know if he'll do it in the movie, but he did fight Black Panther in Wakanda. It'd be really cool if they recreated that scene. He, unfortunately, as cool as he looks, was probably the worst Black Order member, just because at the time in the comics during Infinity, all that stuff, the other members retrieved their Infinity Stones from the respective Illuminati, members, besides Black Dwarf. Black Dwarf failed and he lost to Black Panther, and he was actually kind of exiled from the Black Order because of it. So Black Dwarf actually in Infinity War, actually, he's going to be renamed Cull Obsidian. Now, Cull Obsidian is actually an alternative name for the Black Order as a group. Cull Obsidian is still a cool name, and he's supposed to be kind of like the Hulk of their group. Basically, he's supposed to be the strong man, the brute. He's definitely one of the least exotic ones, but like I said before, he's definitely someone that would kind of cancel out the Hulk if the Black Order were to fight the Avengers group to group. Now, Ebony Maw is a really interesting one. We seemingly saw him filming his scenes, and the reason I say that is because in Infinity, he went after Doctor Strange, and we saw previously in set photos a person seemingly that could be Ebony Maw fighting Doctor Strange. And the reason why we say that is because we know that person was filming as a member of the Black Order, and it just makes the most sense if they're actually following what they did in the comics, which we know most likely they are. Basically, his powers are kind of his silver tongue. Ebony Maw is definitely a slickier tongue than Loki in many instances, to the point where basically, persuasion is his power. If he's saying, hey, jump off that cliff, it's not really a suggestion as much as you actually are going to jump off that cliff now because he told you to. The final two members are actually quite intertwined with each other. We have Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. So they're actually married in the comics. Now, will they be married in the movie? I don't know. I think that'd be an interesting kind of thing, but it might be kind of weird because they're supposed to be all like siblings. So Corvus Glaive is basically, in Infinity at least, he's Thanos' right-hand man. He is the leader of the Black Order, and he actually has a really cool weapon. I actually really like it, and it did appear in the Infinity War set photos. So we are all under the impression Corvus Glaive not only will be in Infinity War, but he'll have like his blade and all that stuff. So the reason why his blade is important is because in the comics, the blade gave him immortality. Like I said before, he's Thanos' right-hand man, so he has a lot of strategy, a lot of strategy and tactics in his mind that he uses to lead the Black Order. Definitely more of your Captain America type than Iron Man in regards to his leadership. He has superhuman strength, speed, durability, all that stuff, and he's considered one of the greatest generals in the universe, which is obviously why Thanos implores him, or not implores necessarily, but uses him for the Black Order. I would love to see him be truly a leader of the Black Order, not just like a mindless kind of henchman, more or less, which unfortunately, without seeing the film, that could still happen. Last but not least, we have Proxima Midnight. So she is a really interesting member of Thanos' Black Order, not just because she's married to Corvus Glaive, but she's an interesting member because she really kind of is like, basically her whole thing is like Black Widow in a way, where like she's strong and fast and all that stuff. Like all of Thanos' siblings, or children I should say, are strong, fast, but she's known for her fighting. But comment below your guys' thoughts, which member is your favorite and why, and I'll see you guys later.